Welcome back here to your Sunday morning news. You may think what you're putting in your children's lunch is a healthy choice, but is it really? We're all watching our diet. What actually constitutes healthy food? Dr. Natasha Iyer is in this morning to talk about it. Well, so many of us are trying to eat healthier, making better decisions, and sometimes what we think might be good for our little ones isn't.
Yes, absolutely. And there's this growing movement of people paying attention, avoiding, things that are supposedly bad, and yet there are bad things lurking everywhere and things that are supposedly good for us.
Okay, and a lot of it is sugar.
Yes, sugar is, to me, one of the evils of the century we live in. We're living in a world where there are more children with ADD, behavioral issues, mood issues, more adults are struggling with their mood. And what we don't realize is that sugar has been shown to be more addictive than cocaine.
Wow. Okay, so we can make some decisions, healthier decisions on some of the things we might think are easier. You have almond, basically milk here. I'm dropping my pen. But there are some almond milks that have a lot more bad things in them than others. We have a picture of one here. So why don't you explain why this one, there are other better alternatives?
So, we're moving away from the bad things, and milk is now, supposedly not so good for us. And then we move to almond milk, which here on the screen you're seeing the carb count of 16 grams, and you can see that it's got cane juice in it. And so it's sweetened. It's got a high amount of sugar regardless. And then on the table here, I brought you two different options that look almost the same, but without the sugar.
Right. Okay. And another option, or another thing that we have is juice. We're told sometimes a juice, even though it might say pure, is not good for us.
Yes, because it's the concentrated sugars. And it doesn't matter where your sugar comes from, because sugar is natural and it occurs naturally in fruit, in grain, in legumes. And so you need to know that when you super concentrate it, that's when you get the big spike in the sugar. You store it as fat. There's a hormone called insulin that does that. And we're walking around spiking our insulin levels from our blood sugar levels, and it's actually leading to things like Alzheimer's disease in an accelerated stage.
Okay, dark chocolate is good for us, we're told, but some chocolates are better than others.
Again, same thing. So if we look at the picture, you're seeing 27 grams of carbohydrates in a serving of that chocolate. Many people would say, oh, it's dark, let me buy it. But read the label, see if there's sugar in it, and buy the ones with lower carb counts.
Okay, so you have some tips to tell us about what we can do and make some healthier choices, and one of them is serve the food or eat the food as it came.
Yes, we're so far removed from how food was made and created. Whether you believe in God or evolution, food appears in a certain way. I mean, a carrot, or a piece of celery, or it could be dried, smooshed, molded, filled with preservatives, and then you're trying to eat it. Well, it doesn't look like how it came.
Okay, and other tips?
Start slow. I prepared a report for viewers at www.newrulesforbetterliving.com, and there I'm going to show you how to take it step by step. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't try to do everything at one go, because that's when you run into trouble. And more importantly, there are 12 foods that you must avoid.
Okay, and you've got that online as well?
Yes, we have that online.
We also have another website for you, www.betterforlife.ca, talking about making those better choices and watching those labels on the side. Dr. Natasha Iyer, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.